Hello, my loves. I'm so excited because I finally found something that spoke to my heart. And it's kind of crazy because I saw a lot of people doing reviews on similar bags to this, and they basically said it's like the most annoying bag, the most unfunctional bag. So I'm a little nervous about using it, but it was just so cute. I couldn't pass it up. Now, I know I preach a lot about functionality. That's one of the main things I look for, especially at this point in my bag collection. When I have kind of all the basics covered, I really just want things that are functional. And I have experienced unfunctional bags, and I really hate that. But I will say that when it comes to date night bags, special event bags, evening bags, going out bags, I deal with the dysfunctionality way better because I'm really not in and out of the bag as I would be with an everyday, day-to-day, running around town type of bag. With that being said, I'm still just as excited about this bag as when I saw it in the store. We just got back from Las Vegas from seeing the Crawford versus Canelo boxing match in the Reliance Stadium, I think it was. So the whole experience was so much fun. The entire weekend was a lot of fun. So much fun. I was hoping that I wasn't just like on this high because my husband won money and everything. Like it was just like the most perfect little trip. So usually when he wins, he tells me to go buy something because if not, he says it's like a given that you'll give the money back to the casino because you're going to think like, oh, I'm on a hot streak, I'm winning, and you'll play it back. And he's right. All the times I didn't get something, he gave it back. So I took him up on his offer and I went to Chanel. I also browsed around Louis Vuitton. I didn't go in Gucci just because I knew I wanted a bag and I have plenty of, like, I like old Gucci. So I have plenty of vintage Gucci, but when it comes to Gucci, I love the shoes. So I'll be doing a video on a shoe haul recently. I have to show you these shoes. For bags, I really like Louis. Dior is kind of, I won't say boring lately, but just, yeah, not exciting. Bottega, I actually love. I don't have any Bottega bags. I have Bottega shoes, but not bags. I just don't like that they're so easily like knocked off just because at that point, then everybody has the bag. Like Target can go and make a million bags that look just like that. And then everyone has the bag and it's just not exciting anymore because I see it on everybody. That's the only reason why I haven't gone with Bottega, even though I know their quality is impeccable and I love their shoes. It's just the bags are just everywhere. The Jody bag that I absolutely love just is literally everywhere. Where else did I actually went to Chanel first? And there's one bag that I wanted and it was this cute, it looked like the vanity version of a business affinity. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up. It was so cute. Of all my Chanel bags, I only have one that's a different color other than black. I wanted a different color and all they had was black. Online, they actually had pink, which is the color that I need the most because I wear a lot of different shades of pink in my clothes and shoes and everything. I really need to up my game on the pink bags because that's my favorite color. So that's what I have a lot of. But they didn't have that one in store. I went to Louis, didn't see anything. Browsed by Bottega, decided not to even take that seriously. I skipped over Prada. I skipped over Gucci. Who else did I look at? I think that's it, I guess. I went back to Chanel. And the lady who was working with me was so helpful. She said, well, let me just open up the cabinet and see if you see any colors that you like. They had a lot of the colors that were going out of season, which I was kind of looking for. So I appreciated that she did that because I know we're in fall, we're going into the fall. But again, the colors that I wear are just not always like fall colors. And I have a lot of dark color bags as it is. I looked in there and saw some beautiful blue bags, which I don't really need. I have 2 blue bags, 3 blue bags. I saw some beautiful hot pink, like a dark, like fuchsia pink. And I tend to wear like softer muted tones. If you're familiar with, I guess, the color palette analysis, color analysis, there you go. If you're familiar with color analysis, I'm a soft autumn. So I have like the best luck with softer colors. Black even really isn't my color, but I love wearing black clothing and accessories, so I do it anyway. So anyway, I saw all the colors that were wrong. So she says, well, what is your style of bag that you prefer? And I said, well, I really love small bags at this stage. I have a million large and medium bags, and I don't reach for the medium. I don't need large. And I love small bags. We do a lot of things. I like to have just the necessities when I'm not with the kids. And I prefer a top handle because you can always put a shoulder strap or a chain on a top handle. Usually they come with it, so it's multifunctional. So that's my preference. She said, well, I'll show you the new color in this bag that has come out. I went with it and I was pleasantly surprised. But at first, the color was like kind of like this wine burgundy color. And I just thought, well, I have like 3 of those, but I don't really wear them. But the more I looked at the bag, the more I fell in love. And the only other color they had was black. So she brought both. She brought both. I decided after trying it on and looking at it in the mirror and everything. Oh, this is the official unboxing. I haven't done one like this in a while. Oh, this is the receipt. I might need that because I'll tell you the proper name. So obviously it's a small top handle bag. Let me get the name for you because the color is Bordeaux. How cute. Oh, the name is so simple. I thought it would be like more difficult. Anyway, so the color is Bordeaux. And I'll show you some other bags that I have that I think are similar. This is my first time opening it since I've been home. So we'll have to look at that together. It's the Chanel Vanity. And this is the Vanity bag. If you are looking for this, it's not the true Vanity toiletry. It's called the Vanity bag. So this is the beautiful color. Let me bring it in so you can see how cute she is. Do a little spin for you. She is absolutely adorable. I'll take the stickers off here in a minute, but just so you can kind of see what we're working with. This is just a front little like coin pocket or where you can keep like your lipstick or your perfume for easy access. That's what I'll be doing. That's another thing about having this particular one, even though it is a vanity, which again, I was telling you that everyone says it's the most annoying bag and not functional. This one actually has a pocket on the outside that's just an easy zip pocket. So you could put like your ID and your money in here too, if you're going to be, you know, going in and out, because that's the problem that everyone says they have is going in and out of the bag. But look how cute. So there's the embossed CCs on the bottom. So there's no feet, but again, to me, this is an evening bag, something that you would sit in your lap. It's concert size. And then on the inside, you have the built-in mirror. And then you also have the lipstick holder, the card holders built in. And then here's the hologram, you know, tracking sticker. Isn't she just a beauty? Oh my gosh, she's such a beauty. I'm really happy with this bag. Oh, she goes with my outfit. I don't know if you can see or not, but I have like the smallest hint of red going through the check print. The reason why people say that they hate these bags are because when you go to open it, I guess it just fully opens. And then, you know, if you lean over even just a little bit, you risk losing your items. I've never seen anyone actually demonstrate it. They always just talk about it. But seeing how it opens, I don't think that would be so bad for me. Or maybe I wouldn't open it all the way. I don't know. That doesn't seem that bad to me. I'll have to report back and let you know. I plan on using this for evening, so I'm not going to be in and out of it all night. Maybe if I run to the restroom really quickly. But for me, when I don't have anything else, because your phone does fit in here too. So when I have nothing else in my hand, I usually hold my bag as I dig through the bag. So especially when they're small, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. So I'll report back. But again, I usually hold it, dig out all my stuff. I love this because the lipstick holder, you can easily do your lipstick in the mirror, not use your cell phone or anything and not have to bring an extra mirror. 3 card holders. The one complaint that I do have is that the old ones, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the old vanity bags had the grommets here on the sides of the top handle where you could actually feed the chain through and hold it. That's how I do my trendy. It has the grommets. And so you could hold it like this as one top handle and not have these straps flying around. The thing that I kind of figured would be a simple fix is to crisscross it so that the chain sits in the back. I kind of even like that look because it's almost like adding an element of interest, which I love. So it's like adding some jewelry to the bag. Whether or not you want to carry it top handle like this, or I'm tall, so I would probably just do like shoulder. It's also long enough for even me, I'm 5'9", to have it crossbody. That's really cute too. And I like that it sits so flush to the body because it's so flat here in the back. Now a little information, price, right? The prices with Chanel have really gotten out of control. I didn't think that this one was that bad. This one was $37.25. The wallet on chain starts at like $4,200, and then depending on the materials and the style, the little seasoning that they add onto it, it goes up from there. This one was $3,725. I don't think that it's that bad for a bag. I do know it's personal preference, and some people hate the look of vanity bags or just the thought even of kind of like changing a toiletry item into a bag. To me, that makes it interesting. It's not just a plain bag. We've seen a million bags. So it's almost like when you have like luggage and they turn it into a purse, and you have like these miniature like trunk bags and things like that. To me, that makes it interesting to my brain. Like, oh, they recreated something. They figured out like a multi-purpose for this item. I do understand that people don't like it, and that some of the brands have kind of gotten on trend with making these vanity bags. But again, I only purchase things that really speak to me and that are really interesting to me. And I do love that it has this pocket on the outside, and it kind of combines just the regular flat caviar leather with the quilted caviar leather here on the front. All these little things that add elements of interest, and even down to the zippers. I don't know if you could see down here, the zipper says Chanel, and then on this side it's got the quilt pattern and then the double CCs at the very bottom. So just all the little tiny things that, you know, go into the creative process. Chanel is such a traditional classic brand that they don't do a whole lot of funky designs. I know usually there's like one a year that comes out, and lately I think ever since what, the 22? The 19 was like the last big hit. The 22 got a little weird. I actually like the 25, but again, I don't want big bags. I want something small. And this is actually the size that I would prefer. They had a navy blue, a small cocoa handle. And I actually thought that was really cute, really pretty. I thought about it for a minute. I would have preferred to have it in the mini size, like smaller than the small size, because even the small size was too big for me. When I think of like evening now, I don't know why, but I prefer small bags. To me, they're sexier, they're like daintier, they're just more feminine. So I wanted something small. And I love this. In comparison to the wallet on chain, let me show you. The wallet on chain gets into a lot of the stadiums that we go to for basketball and for baseball, but not necessarily concerts. It's too big for concerts. So I do love and appreciate that this one is small enough for concerts. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah. So you can see the difference in size. The thing is that because of the width, so usually for the concerts, they only measure the height and the length, but the width on this one, since it's so boxy, allows you to actually fit more stuff than the wallet on chain. So I can get more in this bag and actually take it into concerts and stuff, but because it's shorter and not as long. The hardware on this one was the champagne gold. This one is, I think this is champagne gold too. It's just next to this red. It's more of a contrast. So it looks like more of a gold tone than this one. But I think the purple softens the champagne color and kind of brings it out in more of the silver tone, which is why I actually like the champagne, because it can go with either or. It tends to kind of pull depending on what colors you're wearing. You can see my gold jewelry in comparison to the gold hardware. And you can see the, I know it's probably hard to see on camera, but you can see the hardware on the two. So I'm really excited to bring this one out for the fall. I know that like last year, red had a big surge, but this particular kind of like dark wine colored muted red, kind of like a brown red, is really what I prefer. I have, can I reach that? So I have a Fendi bag that has similar colors, but it's like if you mix these two colors together, you would get this almost. It's even smaller. I bring this out a lot to evening things. This is probably like the size of the wallet on chain, the Chanel wallet on chain, and it's smaller than this even. I thought about that too. I was like, well, if the bags that I have are similar in color, then at least I know I can take this one to different functions, different events. I don't know, this one seems a little casual. It comes with a metal chain and also a leather strap. I usually wear it with the metal. I think I've only worn it with the leather strap like once or twice when I had like jeans on. But other than that, it's kind of a plain casual bag if you're not dressing it up. Then I have this Fendi, the multicolor. I should just do like a Fendi collection, because for a while I was obsessed with everything they released. So it's got the color in there, but because of the other colors, the outfit has to be pretty simple to pull off this Fendi first purse bag, whereas I could probably wear something a little busier with this since the bag is just solid. Oh, and I just thought about it too. My little, is it Fendi bag, not baguette, what is it called? The little wristlet, the little moon-shaped wristlet. I love taking that bag out, and it has like only enough room for bare necessities. If I put my card holder in there, it won't actually close the loop. So I have to take out my ID and credit cards and just sit them in there in order to close the loop. So that one is way more finicky than this would be. And I love taking that bag out. Like, I love it. It really elevates an outfit. It's almost like an evening bag. You know, you take something really tiny. It's a clutch. It's a small pouch. I guess that's why I associate like these small bags with just getting more dressed up. Last but not least, can I get it? Okay, and this has silver hardware, so it is a little different. Of course, it's very large, so definitely different occasions. And I'm looking now that the color is different. So the color on this Louis is called Prune. It's a bucket bag, beautiful ballerina pink interior lining. And I can take this one, just dress it up, dress it down, casual or dressy. I really love this bag. I love, love, love this bag. I need to pull it out more, and I usually only pull it out in the winter time. Oh, I need to get a leather wipe and condition it. I'm gonna leave this out so I can condition it. I was a little worried that it would be similar in color. I thought this was kind of like a prune color when I was in the store, but this is like a true Bordeaux, like a red wine. And I don't have, oh, the only other like red bag, this is one of my vintage Chanel's. So this one might be close in color actually, but of course it's definitely different. This one's vintage. I love wearing this to the Rangers baseball games. You know, it's like squishy and the color's red and it's a little more like rock star with the chain link going all the way down the sides. It has the, I think it's the rhodium or palladium. I don't know. It's got the different kind of metal that looks like kind of gunmetal. It's definitely a whole different vibe with that bag. Oh, love it. As I was putting this away, I forgot to tell you one thing. The other thing that I hear people complain about is how to store it. If you put your chain like this, it kind of just hangs off the side. So depending on if you have the quilted version or not, it could really kind of leave imprints. So I don't want to do that. What I would do is I would actually store it on its back like that, in like sleeping mode. And I don't have an issue with that because, as you can see, I keep all my bags in the dust bags anyway. I know people like to display them and make them cute. I think that if you want to do that, the best bet would be making sure that the straps are in the back. But feeling how heavy this part is, I just know that there's a possibility that over time you can get marks no matter where the chain sits. So I would prefer to sit it like this and just let the chain hang with that little space. If you've heard about that problem, I think that the solution would be this. I will have to let you know about that as well. We're safe to say that this is definitely a great buy, in my opinion, for myself. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I hope that if you were considering getting it based off of the looks, but you saw some of the reviews alone made me not go get the bag. And I've been thinking they're cute. Even there's like a mini that's even smaller than this that like people can hold in there. I think it's so cute. I hope that this has just kind of like opened your mind about getting this particular bag because I'm in love. Like I can't wait to go out and just take her to dinner. Usually like I can touch up my makeup in the car and then I may go to the restroom and fix my lipstick after dinner, but other than that, I'm not reaching in my bag. So I feel like I can put any necessity here. I usually take my little tiny atomizer of perfume. That'll fit in here too, because those are the only two things that I'm really going in for other than my phone are perfume and lipstick. So hopefully the experience will be well. I'll definitely have to report back to you. And I hope that you come back for my shoe unboxing. I have some really cute Gucci shoes. I have 3 pairs to show you, and I have been looking for one of these for like the last 2 years. Please come back and join me for that. I will see you there. Bye. Love you.